Hello there, and welcome to Scott Loves Christian Music, episode 5. And today we're going to cover two things. For one, we're going to start off by telling you some of the best Big Daddy Weave songs. So it's a bit of a tribute to Big Daddy Weave. Also, we're going to take a look at the album Rise Up from CAIN, because they've just recently released a song called why do I forget this? The Commission, and it's such a great song. I can't stop listening to it, so we'll have to tell you more about that. But first, we want to say if you have any questions or comments, you can leave a comment here on the video, or you can email us at scottlovechristianmusic@gmail.com. I do want to give a shout out to Johnny Rocket and Holly Taylor. They used to do the morning show in Edmonton at Shine FM 105.9. But Holly is now off at Joy. I can't remember what the numbers were, but she's in Toronto now, and would love, I'm sure, to have you listen to their podcast, the Why Me Project. And it was awesome getting a chance to talk to them. I actually was interviewed by them for their podcast. So if you check out Why Me Project, you'll find more about that. They've been doing this for almost 5 years, I think. And it was exciting to get a chance to talk to them. I haven't talked to them in a little while. And talking about my story and a little bit about what I'm doing right now with Christian music. I love Christian music, as you can tell by the title. And that is kind of what they focused on, was just the different things that I've been going through in my life in the past couple of years. And it was pretty awesome. Just great to talk to them. I love those two. And while I haven't seen them very much in my life, I've talked to them quite a bit and really, really appreciate what they're doing with the podcast. And it's a tight-knit group, this Canadian Christian radio group. And so lovely to talk to them. And Johnny is one of my biggest fans of my Scott Loves Christian Music. So thank you very much, Johnny Rocket and Holly Taylor from the Why Me Project. That was the podcast I was on earlier today. So you'll have to check for that, episode 231, I think they said. But I'm excited for them, but I'm excited to talk today about songs from Big Daddy Weave. Unfortunately, we lost Jay Weaver, the bass player from Big Daddy Weave, and obviously that'd be hard to lose a band member because they're like a brother. Well, this one was a brother. Jay Weaver was the brother of Mike Weaver, who is the lead singer of Big Daddy Weave, and so don't know how this is going to affect the band. We'll see what happens in the next little while, but we just wanted to recognize some of the songs that they've done. And in case we don't get to see any more new music from them in the future, but I really hope they do, because they're all so very talented and just genuinely nice people. We got a chance to see Big Daddy Weave here in Yorkton. It kind of blew us away. Big Daddy Weave and Building 429, both great, almost legends in Christian music. And they were both here, did an amazing job. Both concerts kind of blew us away. We were surprised because it was pretty much the biggest concert that had ever been to Yorkton at that time. And they did just an awesome job. Everybody loved being a part of it. And it was just great to meet them. We interviewed them from the church when they were getting ready for the show. And Mike Weaver, just, again, genuinely nice people. And I love nice people. So they did a great show. We've heard lots of great music from them. I got a chance to hear from them back, I think it was in about 2003 when I helped start Alive 99.5 in Medicine Hat. Now it's Praise 93.7. But I got a chance to hear Big Daddy Weave, and it was actually Scott Rabel, who was the station manager at the time, actually the owner, and now he still works there. And I remember when he mentioned to me Big Daddy Weave, I'm like, who is that? Because when I got back into Christian radio, I didn't know a lot of artists that were out there. So I listened to them, and I wasn't sure what to expect right off the bat. I liked the songs. Neighborhoods was one of them, and In Christ. Those two are the two big ones from their first album. And I actually kind of liked them, but they just kept growing on me over and over again. And they put out an album that had a couple of singles on it. One was Yours Will Be, or The Only Name, in brackets, Yours Will Be. And then that is one of my favorite songs. And actually, our kids and I would sing that all the time. It's just a fabulous song, very encouraging. And they also did a version of The Lion and the Lamb. And to be honest, I kind of like it better than others. So when I sing lead in worship and we sing that song, I generally sing it more like Big Daddy Weave than I do anyone else that's released it. I think Leland released it first, or Leland Mooring wrote it maybe. But I liked the arrangement that Big Daddy Weave did. I love Leland, so it's not a slight to Leland. It was just a preference thing. So those two songs, when they were released, just kind of stood out to me as two songs that really, really impacted me and encouraged me. Then I got to see Zach Williams in concert at No Greater Love, and he talked about how the song Redeemed actually kind of impacted him so greatly to becoming a Christian. And so I was pretty happy about that, and it was nice to hear him give credit to another Christian artist too about, someone that had impacted him in such positive ways. So that was awesome to hear from Zach Williams. And there's so many great songs that they've released. Alive, I'm blanking on some of them right now, but it really, really would bless you to listen to anything from Big Daddy Weave. And so if you get a chance to see them, go see them. They're absolutely worth it. I think Big Daddy Weave was actually at No Greater Love, now that I think of it. And Jay Weaver actually shared with us as well, because he had quite a story. He had to have his feet amputated, and he has had some health struggles in the past, unfortunately passing away just before New Year's. So once again, sending all of our condolences to the Weaver family, the Big Daddy Weave family, and Mike Weaver. It's just definitely something that I'm sure impacts people hugely. I know I lost my mom, but I think I would probably be just as, if not more, affected if I lost a sibling, either of my sisters, because they're both just awesome people. So once again, just a tribute to Big Daddy Weave, and we really hope to see them again, but we would understand if they decided not to go on without Jay Weaver. So that's where we are with that. We want to say thank you to all the people that have been watching us, listening us. Please, would love it if you shared it with somebody. Also, like and subscribe. If you like this, then subscribe allows you to easily access some of the videos that we put up. I know that some people actually click the little bell, and it sends a little notification if you want to hear when the next videos come out. So that's one of the things you can do to support us. It's not about money. I mean, I don't think you can monetize this until you get 1,000 subscribers. I'm happy with the 35 subscribers we have, but would love to share this with more people because it's all about just encouraging people with the music of the Christian music industry, which is where I spent almost 20 years. And who knows if I'd love to go back, but I'm just waiting to see what God's doing with us. So anyways, we're going to continue on with our focus on one album. Now, we talked about this last week. The song, The Commission by CAIN, is either just released or it's going to be released very shortly. And so we wanted to focus on that and the album because they're awesome people. I've told the story before. Jordan Patswald at The Rock 98.5, he found them back when there wasn't a lot of listens on Spotify and sent me this link and said, you have to listen to this. This is so good. And I listened to it, and it seriously, it had such a huge impact on me, my family, just because of what I've gone through in the last little while. And so I sent a message on Facebook to the band and got a response like within 15 minutes. And it was Logan. And we just chatted, and we got a chance to share thoughts about different things. I want to encourage them because of how much it had impacted me. It brought me to tears. It's so encouraging, triumphant, victorious. I just love it. Rise Up Lazarus was the song, and it was on their EP, which they released in 2020. But then May 7th of 2021, they released a full album, and you won't be disappointed. So I'm going to walk you through hopefully all of the songs. I've got my buddy Jackson here. He's going to help me out if I don't know, because I do have a bit of a short memory. But the first song, let's kick it off. Number one on this album. Here's Gracie. She's here as always, just loves being with me and laying down beside me. So we'll give you the Gracie's pick of the week in a second. But Jackson, what is the first song for me on this album called Rise Up by CAIN?
Come Forth.
Come Forth. Now, this is an awesome song. Come Forth. It's a great way to start the album. I love it when Logan sings high and he goes really high to sing Wake Up, Oh Sleeper. And I can't even try it because I would butcher it. But I saw a video on their Facebook page one time where he was practicing reaching for that note. And I don't know if it was a vocal coach that was with him, but it was just powerful. And I'm like, man, that's awesome. And I wondered if it was just like a training exercise or what it was. But then to hear the album and hear it sung with all of them, oh my goodness, it's just an incredible album, song. So that is the way that it kicks off the album, and definitely something you want to check out. So number two, I'm pretty sure that's Rise Up Lazarus. So that was the one that I think it made it to 11 on 20 The Countdown magazine for 2020, which is a big deal for your first single. But then this year, I think they actually had two songs in the top songs of 2021, and that being Rise Up at number 2. And then you also had Yes He Can. I can't remember what number it was, but Rise Up making it to the top 20 songs of 2020 and 2021. And so exciting to see them get some accolades, actually winning a Dove Award for New Music or New Artist of the Year, and absolutely very deserving of it. And one thing I forgot to say about the first time I got a chance to talk to them, they set up an interview with us over Zoom. I think it was that night or the next night. But they just were so eager to talk to people that wanted to hear about their music. And so it was wonderful. Talked to Taylor, Madison, and Logan about the music, and it was so nice. They're just nice, wonderful people. And as I said before, you want to talk to those nice people. I love giving credit to people that are nice and kind, patient, and just a joy to be around. And I'm sure the people of CAIN are like that. And so it's nice to be able to encourage him every once in a while, or them, and have them. They've encouraged me in so many different ways as well. So Rise Up Lazarus was a song that actually was the first one that was released on the EP, and it is just incredible. I love hearing it all the time. And with what I went through, it was nice to just have that triumphant song, that, I can't even, it took my breath away, and I kept listening to it over and over again. It would just bring tears to my eyes. It's just something I would love to see in the Christian community, that we would learn to rise up. It's just incredible. And so I don't remember all the lyrics at the moment. It's hard to recall them sometimes when I'm doing this on the video. But you just got to take my word for it. Rise Up Lazarus, one of the great songs of all time, really. I mean, it may be just their first single, but all their songs are so good. So that was song number 2. Number 3 on the album Rise Up by CAIN is called I Am So Blessed. I'm so blessed. Okay, there you go. Song number 4. Commission. The Commission. And this is the song that is going to be released right away, or else it is released depending on which radio station plays it. But that one too. And I found this is such an important time to be sharing the love of Jesus, and the song itself from a Jesus perspective, saying, tell the world about me. And it's just awesome. It's, if you need a focusing, a refocusing, in your walk with Christ, oh my goodness, that is the song to be listening to. It's just very encouraging. And go from that to Rise Up to any of the others. You're not going to be disappointed. Okay, so that was 5. Now number 6.
Wait, no, that wasn't.
Oh, okay, well, what's next?
Yes, He Can.
Yes, He Can. That was the song that made it into the top 20 songs of 2021 on 20 The Countdown magazine. And I just love that. It's funny because we all in our family loved the song Rise Up Lazarus. But my kids started singing Yes, He Can as the next song. They were listening to all of it, and you just hear them singing that throughout the time. So that was pretty exciting when they released that as the second one. And it's just, again, just solid lyrics, challenging, basically saying God's done it again, or done it before, He can do it again. And so that's definitely one to check out as well. Continuing on down the list.
People Need People.
People Need People. Next. Revival. And that one's a good one too. I think that one was on the EP as well. And I may be wrong, but definitely a great song as well. What's next?
Over My Head.
Over My Head. That's another one. And that was the second song on the EP, and that was a great one. High energy. Definitely a great song to be checking out when you're listening to this album. And you know what? You're not going to be disappointed with any of those songs when you're looking for something encouraging. So once again, the album is CAIN, Rise Up. I'm going to run out of time here. I think I'm running out of video space, so I'm going to have to cut it short. But just 2 more songs, okay? So which ones are they?
Keep Following and Hey Jesus.
Keep Following and Hey Jesus. Check them out. Again, CAIN, the album is Rise Up. So we've got one last thing to do before we wrap things up, and that is we need Gracie's pick of the week. So, Gracie, come on over here and tell me what your pick of the week is. And I'm pretty sure it is Newsboys and Stand. Well, thank you so much, Gracie. Here we go. She's so excited about Newsboys Stand. So there you have it. Once again, this has been Scott Loves Christian Music. Don't forget to share this video if you like it and you want somebody else to hear it. Also, like and subscribe because we would love to share this with other people. But we also want to know if you liked it and want to make sure we can get the next videos to you as quickly as possible. And email scottloveschristianmusic@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining us. Have yourself a wonderful day and be blessed.